Remodeling your home before you sell it can actually cost you money. I've talked to a lot of homeowners throughout the years that have asked my thoughts and told me that, hey, we're thinking about remodeling our kitchen before we sell it. Now, I wish I could give you a plain yes or no answer here, but of course it always depends. Use this video as a general guideline on what you should consider if you are thinking about doing any renovations before you sell your house. If you're trying to do renovations to get a good return on investment, those are the ones you need to be careful on. Things like renovating a kitchen or changing up the bathrooms, those things are very costly projects and they may not necessarily get you all of your money back. However, things that improve the desirability of the house, those can be a little bit more impactful because those are going to get more buyers interested in your home and may create some sort of a bidding war if you're lucky. Or they can just increase the perceived value of the home, making a buyer offer slightly more than they would have otherwise. These things are like painting rooms that have very odd colors. I just sold a house that had a really bright red wall in one room and the next room was pitch black. Those are the types of things that really make a buyer stop and get out of their emotional state of thinking and start thinking logically about money and numbers and how much this is going to cost. And don't forget, it's not just dollars that they're thinking, but how much of their time is that going to cost? How much work is that going to take if they're going to do it themselves? And the more items they have on that list, the less desirable your house is going to be. So fixing those types of things is a really good way to increase the perceived value of your house, even though you're not actually adding anything to the property. Kitchens and bathrooms are always going to depend on what's in there currently and what you're putting in, but keep this in mind. When you're doing kitchen renovations, a large cost is going to be replacing cabinets. So if you can avoid doing anything with ripping out cabinets, putting new cabinets in, it's going to save you a boatload of money. And instead, you can resurface and repaint those cabinets, give them a nice little glow up. That's going to put you a little closer to that sweet spot of doing a renovation and actually truly increasing the home's value by more than the cost that you had to put into it. Things like ripping out the weeds and throwing mulch over that weird, ugly, muddy dirt area can be a great way to improve the property's perception. But replacing floors that a buyer may want to change anyways, when you could have just hired a professional cleaner, is often a mistake that's going to lose you money in the long run. So my key takeaway from this video is before you do any sort of renovations, consult with some professionals, find out what the costs are going to be, and then have your realtor run the comps on properties that have the condition that yours is currently in versus the condition that yours would be in afterwards. And find out if that price difference is worth it.